Hey Mitchell, how you doing, man?
Good, how you doing, man?
Good as you, bro. A few years ago, you were going to be a Leo. You were going to be a star in this defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Injury comes up and things like that. Where are you now? It's like a new man here this spring, etc. Where are you in that comeback phase?
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like last year was like my freshman year, kind of like just getting my foot under myself and figuring out how to play college football again. So I definitely say now I feel more renewed than ever. Yeah, and I think more comfortable in the position I'm playing now, playing end. Got a lot of extra work with the guys and Coach Jay off the field, so it's definitely helped me get into a more comfortable spot on the field for sure.
Just lean on the negative too much.
Yeah, I mean.
Give perspective what you go through.
It's the thing. I think I'm one of many stories of something like that, a tragic, injury happening to a really good player. But I don't know. It was never easy, but I think my support group really, like my family and my friends, helped keep me motivated to keep my mind at bay with everything because it's definitely not easy. But and I definitely had a different idea, like everyone does, an expectation of what you want to happen at Ohio State. But I think more so now than ever, me being blessed to be in the moment has kept me in my mental, I think, really well, really above ground as well. So I think it's the best thing. I tore my ACL.
Was it more severe than? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean, so it was back-to-back ACLs. 2021 I tore it. It was my sophomore year, and then 2022 I tore it again in the spring game. But this was like left one and right one, so it was just back-to-back years. Just ACL tears, nothing crazy or more major than that. Oh yeah, it's easy, real easy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What was it like? Coach Melton, I mean, you were identified as that Leo guy. He was going to be, about Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
They had big plans for you, right? Did you sense that?
Yeah, I definitely saw some likeness to my ability, to the ability of a Leo. So I definitely was excited to get into that position and do what I could do best and just play to the best of my ability. But of course, those things change, and you never know what to expect, especially coming to Ohio State. So I'm just here to grind and work every day.
Well, we got to watch you on Saturday. We don't get to watch every scrimmage and stuff. You seem to be playing on a high level. Did it feel like that Saturday during the scrimmage situation? What did you feel going really right?
Yeah, I think for the majority of the spring, I've been feeling more confident in myself and my abilities. Even with everything that's happened in the past, I still think I have a lot to give and a lot to give to this program. So I think that kind of showed on Saturday, where I just let loose a little bit and just play to the best of my ability. So yeah.
Does it take time to get more comfortable mentally after being off the field personally?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think it definitely took a second to just trust myself and my body, because for the past couple of years it didn't hold me back, or it didn't, help me out in the best way, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's just it is very mental. I found just every day, just counteracting that fear or that doubt of my body's gonna hold up. But I think that my mentality right now is really good for that. So I think it'll be good.
Do you feel at home in defensive end? You're telling us.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to get at. Yeah, I do feel at home. I think this past 2 years, it's definitely been a learning curve, but I think now more than ever, I'm definitely comfortable and where I'm at and what I need to do and my skill set. And I've been talking with the coaches about what it looks like for me to be the best possible version of myself in this position. So yeah, I feel great. Oh. Yeah. I think the biggest thing in our group is just leadership, because we have a lot of guys, like you said, in that room who've been battle tested, so to speak. So I think, especially coming up in the spring and into this fall, we just need to be the anchor for this defensive unit, and needs to show up every day, day in and day out. So.
Coach Johnson has talked about really wanting. He always likes to play a lot of guys. Last year he didn't have very long rotation, but you feel like just people were ready. But now he's looking more toward that. And what does it like for you to hear he wants to play more guys this year?
Especially with this new season, I'd expect that, but we have to see. You don't know until it happens, so I'm just very curious to see what's going to happen with the season. So, yeah.
What is the dynamic like in the room with all these old guys that came back, and then you've got all these young guys that are kind of coming up? How does that
Yeah, it's like a little brother, big brother type deal. A lot of the guys who've been there are trying to help out and bring along the younger guys. And it's definitely a process at times, but I think the love we share in that room is very, very strong. And with that, I think it helps us get through anything and any challenges and overcoming as well. So. Yeah.
Mitch, maybe you were already asked this. I'm sure you probably were more than once. but
Yeah.
what has this road been like? Coming in here and getting up to this point,
Yeah.
You finally kind of maybe hit that pinnacle of sorts.
It's a blessing, I'd say, because a lot of guys in my position have had the same injuries and still haven't came back, and I'm just thankful that I'm here in the best university in the world and the best training staff, and they got me to this point where I can be back to healthy and even better than healthy, because I feel like I'm better than what I was. So it was humbling, I think the journey was for me. Because I remember coming to Ohio State, it was nothing but a dream. I had dreams of being the best version of myself, doing all the things, getting all the accolades, but then things happen, and it took me by surprise, of course, but I think it also gave me a lesson that I really needed to like grow into a better version of myself. So I think the journey was needed, and it was a blessing for me, for sure.
Last question.
You ever think about, I'm done?
I can't do that, man. I love the sport too much to do that, and I love the guys around me, and I think that's the biggest thing that brought me back. Was just like, I can't do it to them, and I know what we have and what we can be on the field, so it's like I'm gonna do everything I can to get back on that field, for sure.
What impact do you think you can have this year?
I'm not even sure. I'm just trying to go day by day. It's hard. That's what I found myself, is always like going to the future and thinking what I'm going to do this thing or next day. But it's just like, it's so overwhelming that it's like gave me stress. So I think for me, it's just worrying about tomorrow and the next practice and what that holds for me, and then doing whatever I need to do and whatever skill I need to sharpen or things like that. So
When did you start to feel completely healthy?
definitely last season. I think it was kind of hard to like trust it last season, but I still think my body was at 100%. So yeah.
All right, Mitchell, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Mitch.
Yeah, that's funny.